Will.
Nicholas.
This is where an American's holiday to Moscow ended up, in a remote Russian labor camp, convicted of espionage. The US government calls Paul Whelan wrongfully detained. He's always said he's a political hostage.
How are you doing, Mr. Whelan? Are you okay?
How are you?
You're right.
I've followed his story since he was arrested in Moscow. But for 5 years, all negotiations to try to free him have failed. Now, speaking to me from prison, Paul Whelan says he feels abandoned by his government.
You know, it's serious betrayal. It's extremely frustrating.
I've never heard him talk like this before.
I know that the U.S. has come up with all sorts of proposals, serious proposals, but it's not what the Russians are after. So they keep going back and forth. The only problem is, it's my life that's draining away. Why will they do this? You know, it's 5 years. It's unfathomable to me that they left me behind.
The US can get its prisoners back. Last year, an American basketball star was swapped for a convicted Russian arms trader, released by the US. But Paul Whelan was left behind. And now it seems like Russia is collecting hostages. Evan Gershkovich was detained in March, accused of espionage for doing his job as a journalist. His newspaper, his government are clear the charge is false.
Dear Evan, I didn't take my laptop.
Paulina writes to Evan in prison every week. They started out together as reporters in Moscow. Now he's locked up and she's abroad for safety.
I had the pleasure of getting to know
Evan's friends collect and translate letters of support for him from all over the world, helping keep his spirits up and their own.
Evan is not a spy. Evan is a journalist, and my greatest hope is that Evan is released as soon as possible and can go home, can go back to work, can go back to his family, can come and spend time with all of us again, as he should be doing right now. That's the greatest hope.
The conditions in the camp have declined seriously. The barracks have black mold.
But Paul Whelan is now facing his 5th Christmas as a prisoner.
Are you worried that there's going to be another deal and that you're going to be left behind again?
Yeah, I am worried that there'll be a deal that'll leave me here. With each case, my case is going to the back of the line. It's being left in the dust.
It is Russia that put him here. But Paul Whelan wants America to push harder to get him home. Sarah Rainsford, BBC News.